If this ruins your childhood, sorry, babes.
Between 2008 and 2018, 7 Supergirls was one of the biggest channels on YouTube. With over 9 million subscribers and 5 billion views, this channel was an early YouTube goldmine. But now, based in controversy, it serves as one of the harsh reminders of the many dangers of childhood stardom. In November of 2008, a British man called Ian Dean Rylett and his partner Jenny Rigg created the 7 Supergirls channel, a part of the 7 Awesome Kids company. They posted their first video just 3 days later, called 7 Super Kids Promo. The channel would feature a rolling cast of 7 girls, all posting once a week on their designated day, totaling 1 video a day posted on the channel. At first, this channel would be filled with amateur content, with the girls writing, recording and editing all of their own videos. The channel would take a long time to get off of the ground, taking a whole 2 years before it reached 10,000 subscribers and a further 2 years before it hit 50,000. But once the channel hit 50,000 subscribers, it took off exponentially. For context, at the same time, the most subscribed channel on the platform was Ray William Johnson with 6.7 million subscribers, so by no means was this a small channel. This can be explained in part by the fact that 7 Supergirls was such a unique channel for the time. Very little people were trying to market to the same audience that they were at that time on YouTube, which consisted of teen girls and younger. The content also had a really homemade feel to it, which made it feel like less of a piece of entertainment and more like a friend that you had through the screen. Only 1 year later, the channel would reach 1 million subscribers, which at the time made it one of the fastest growing channels on the platform. It was around this time that the girls on the channel, as well as the associated channels such as 7 Twinkling Tweens or 7 Gymnastics Kids, would start making a wage off of their content. These wages were based off of how well each individual girl's content was doing on the channel. Some girls even dipped into hiring scriptwriters and editors to ensure that their videos were at the top of the channel and making the most money. And while it seemed to all be going great for these girls, behind the scenes, the grass was not as green as people had thought. Behind the scenes, Rylett was described as a weird guy with borderline creepy rules.
Me and the girls of the other channels always thought he was just weird.
But really, it was really creepy and not cool.
Looking back, it does sound pretty strange. Why would a grown-ass man be managing a bunch of YouTube channels for younger girls,
under the age of 18?
I'm not
It wasn't
surprised.
surprising to any of us, which is just even more weird.
This included everyone on the channel having a designated best friend. The girls on the channel were only allowed to be seen publicly with their designated best friend, and if they were seen with anybody else, there would be consequences that followed.
The 54-year-old man who ran the channel, that's a story for a different day, woke up one day and decided that we were all going to have a designated best friend on the channel and that we were not allowed to be friends with anybody else. And I am not being dramatic. He literally told us that if we were seen alone with any of the other girls on the channel, it would ruin everything and we would lose all of our opportunity.
Our boss wanted us to be enemies, if that makes sense.
I remember one day I posted a photo on my Instagram of me and my friends from swim team, which is a very normal thing for a high school girl to post on her Instagram, and I got a phone call, not even an hour later, of this man screaming at my mom and I saying, "You can't post things like that because what if they think that's your best friend?" And I was like, bruh, relax.
The girls on the channel were not allowed to shave their legs or wear makeup on videos so that they looked as young as possible.
For us to not shave our legs. We couldn't wear no makeup. We were supposed to look as young as possible. That is why I was freaking 18 years old on that channel and had a bare face. We could not wear makeup.
We kind of had to wear younger, colorful clothes.
They weren't allowed to shave their legs, they weren't allowed to wear makeup, they couldn't wear dark colors, they couldn't cut their hair short or dye it.
The girls on the dancing and gymnastics channel were told they were not allowed to wear shoes in a video under any circumstance, and the girls were never allowed to wear dark clothes in the videos or cut their hair.
They were not allowed to wear shoes, whether it was inside or even filming on the porch or something outside. It was recommended for no shoes to be worn. doing intros and outros or anything like that.
Was not allowed to wear shoes in their videos. In any part of their videos, they weren't allowed to wear shoes.
Literally one time I wore the shirt that was like a pretty dark blue, and Ian, our boss, said that was like not acceptable, that I needed to wear brighter colors.
When the girls would ask Rylet about this, it would always respond by saying, "It's what the sponsors want. This is what the sponsors have asked for." Multiple girls have come out and said at the time they thought this was normal, but looking back, why would a sponsor not want you to shave your legs?
He said that this was because of the sponsors.
Usually Ian would say, oh, it's for the sponsor, you have to do this, you have to do that, it's all for the sponsor. But looking back, in my personal opinion, I feel like no sponsor would actually ask for these things to be done.
His reasoning for the rules was that, well, the sponsor said you can't cut your hair, the sponsor said you can't shave your legs, the sponsor said you can't wear a bra, which is just super weird because what sponsors wouldn't want those things?
The girls were not allowed to have any private group chats together. If they were to ever make a group chat, Rylet was to always be included in them.
He always had to be in any group chats that he knew of.
He would get very mad at us if we had our own private chats. He would always want to be involved in our conversations.
You're invited to a Skype group with like everyone on the channel, and Ian is in all those Skype groups.
All of the Sax channels had like a Minecraft server. I literally play and he's just always on it. Like, it was just like, I always just like got uncomfortable because he would like type in the chat on Minecraft and I was just like,
Bye.
Other things that were asked of the girls included them sending photos of them wearing bikinis and swimsuits that were too small for them to Rylet so that he could verify that they didn't fit.
Ian would ask her to wear smaller size swimsuits, and he would ask for pictures of her in her swimsuit to make sure they fit well.
I'm aware they were encouraged not to wear bras in most outfits or videos.
One time, my boss asked me to not wear a bra with a dress in a video.
But this was all happening behind the scenes, and the viewers were none the wiser. The channel kept growing, reaching a total of 9.5 million subscribers over the next 4 years, before it all came to an abrupt stop.
Tonight, the producer of some extremely popular YouTube videos is charged with a sex crime.
Lisa, State Attorney Aramis Ayala says she has very real concerns that there are additional victims.
On the morning of August 26, 2018, while on a meet and greet tour, Ian Dean Rylet was arrested in the Disney Hotel in Orange County, California. The charges? Assault and molestation of a minor. It was reported that Rylet invited one of the girls into his hotel room to practice the wrapping of her garments for a video shoot. It was reported that Rylet then got the girl to strip down to her underwear, where he proceeded to grope the girl in the breasts and try to forcefully remove her underwear. The girl was just 15 years old at the time. Rylet pled guilty to child abuse and received just 90 days behind bars. After his sentence was complete, he had to complete another 5 years of probation and was banned from ever working with children again. The aftermath had a massive effect on everyone. Rylet now in prison, the victim now traumatised, and all of the girls who'd just seen their boss arrested was now out of a job overnight. Most of the girls now had to start from square one, because one of Rylet's rules is that the girls were not allowed to post on their own channel while being part of the 7 Awesome Kids group. Most of the girls have now disappeared from the internet entirely, deciding to go and live a normal life. As for the ones that did start their own YouTube channels, most of them are doing very well. As for the victim, Brianna Moat has decided to continue her YouTube career, starting her own YouTube channel, where on there she spoke about the abuse that she received. If you get a chance, in the description is the links to all of the girls that have been included in this video. As for Rylet, once he completed his prison sentence, he disappeared, never to be heard from again. Alright guys, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for all tuning in, and my PC just turned off nice. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button. It lets me know that you want to see more like this, and it lets the algorithm know that I'm doing a good job. I really hope I am. But that's all from me. Have a great day, and subscribe for more terrible content.